It's news time. Information is power. The current. The news headline. Nigeria. Could Amnesty for Nnamdihea Kanu end Biafra agitations in the southeast? Despite facing terrorism charges, Nnamdihea Kanu, who lead Nigeria's most powerful secessionist group, is now being considered for amnesty by President Muhammadu Buhari. But can this end the agitations? In 2012, a little-known activist, Nnamdihea Kanu, gathered alongside other protesters in front of the Nigerian High Commission in London to demonstrate against the killing of innocent civilians by terrorist organizations Boko Haram. Kanu said he was determined to ensure that Nigeria did not disintegrate and that it must be protected from evil forces. In a viral video, he said, "We are protesting over the killings of family by people who are determined to tear the country apart. And it is not something we support. It is something we would like to see continue." And therefore, Nnamdihea Kanu had actually been a serious threat to the Buhari-led administration by asking, for a breakaway of the Biafra nation from Nigeria, that is the Igbo, having their own country, so as to ensure that the feeling of being marginalized, stops amidst the Igbo people. And that is why the Biafran agitator had actually stayed, true to the fact that they want a nation of their own. Kanu had actually been at the DSS of facility, for quite a while now, after being extradited from Kenya, awaiting trial. However, the Southeast leaders had actually been trying to see a way to ensure that a political solution is sought so as to secure his release. If he is allowed to go unpunished, it would be sending the wrong message. Nobody in the history of this country has done more damage to the country since the Civil War than this young man. If at the end of the day they allow him to go unpunished after what he has done, the implication is that nobody will ever commit any offense of this nature and will be punished because everybody will always refer to him. And this means that the constitution is automatically suspended in the country. This means that some people can just commit crime at the expense of 200 million Nigerians and get away with it. Somebody can kill, pronounce killing, and still get away with it. Then, what is the essence of condemning people to death for killing, murder, when compared to what this man Kanu did? This is just a way of undermining the laws of the land, and indirectly they are saying that the government of the day can be easily influenced. This means somebody can commit any offense and then come to Buhari or any other government after this and seek forgiveness. The AYCF national president noted that Kanu is not remorseful of his actions, hence he may boast of being begged. He added that this man is not even remorseful indirectly, and it is like the government is begging him to continue with what he is doing, and it would go unpunished. The consequence is that if he allowed to go unpunished, we would end up having millions of Kanu rising, even if he decides not to go ahead with further actions. If he is allowed to go, Kanu, would come out boasting that he did not beg to be released. He is not remorseful, and there is nothing to show that he regrets his actions. And nobody can do such and get away with it. We are not in Banana Republic, for crying out loud. He maintained that the law should allow to take its full course in Kanu's matter. The law must take its full course, and I hope that it is not what I'm thinking, because nobody has done this kind of damage this man has done to the country. We have not recovered from the consequences of what he has done to this country, and yet we are still watching. If you allow him to go unpunished, the country should produce millions of him. With him alone, see the damage that he has done. But for us in the north, we would ensure he has no sympathizer. Nobody is saying that he should be dealt with without committing any crime. But if he is found wanting, then he should be made to face the consequences of the actions, since the matter is in court, he added. And these were the words of the Arewa youth president known as Sheitima, who happens to speak on behalf of the leadership of the Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, AYCF, warning the Federal Republic of Nigeria, led by President Muhammadu Buhari, to be very careful about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And this was because the stakeholders of the Southeast had paid a visit to the president to actually discuss how to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that was because of the the reactions of the IPOB in the Southeast, that has been seriously pathetic for quite a while now. Different kind of killings here and there, and there has been pleadings from the IPOB stakeholders, from the Southeast stakeholders to the IPOB, that they need to put a stop to their sit-at-home directive every now and then, and that they are going to be looking for a way to secure a political solution to what is actually going on in the Southeast, especially in terms of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was actually extradited from Kenya and still at the DSS facility awaiting trial. And as a result of keeping to their promise of looking for a political solution to this rising matter, the Igbo leaders had actually gone to meet President Muhammadu Buhari, led by, the team was led by the former minister and a parliamentarian, the first parliamentarian actually, and the governor of Anambra State, which they all included Chukwuemeka Ezeife, Godi Wazurike, Tagbo Amici, and also a Bishop Sunday Unoha of the Methodist Church, and even the former president of Igbo Sociocultural Group, Aka Ikenga, and like I said, Mbazulike Amici, who happens to be a former minister of aviation and the leader of the delegation, had actually appealed to President Muhammadu Buhari to see a political solution for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, saying that he is very sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would listen to him, due to the fact that he's a well-known and respectable person in the Southeast. However, Sheitima is still of the opinion that if Nnamdi Kanu is released without being punished, especially if found wanting, that this will give rise to many other Kanus, wanting to do the same thing. So far, they have the mindset that they would release in full time without any punishment, and saying that it seems that Kanu is not even, like, there's no evidence to show that he's remorseful, and if he should be released, then there is all possibility that he would come out and say he never begged anyone to be released, and saying that President Muhammadu Buhari needs to stay clear of this matter, like he has been doing, and allow the law to take its full course. Thanks for listening.